This is Network 18 and you are watching CNN IBN.
Certainly the state is mourning its dead. What about the people, the citizens of Mumbai? Raksha Shetty is out and about on Marine Drive. Remember, there's just been this parade taken by the police, a show of strength in a sense, with Force One commandos marching along Marine Drive. Raksha, you're not too far away from the spot, ironically, where Kasab was caught by Tukaram Ombale, just near Girgaon Chowpatty. Is there any, has any public gathered there today, or is the Mumbaikar just going on about his daily business like most good Indians would?
Well, Rajdeep, it was really a great display by the Mumbai police that we saw, and there has been quite a bit of people who have gathered here, maybe around 500, 600 people gathered here to watch it, and every time they saw one of these sites, there were a lot of claps. We, of course, saw those commandos rappelling down the building, going between the Oberoi and the Air India building. We also saw a fleet of vehicles, all the new weaponry that the Mumbai police has procured over the last 1 year. It's a 200 crore upgradation of their weaponry. I have with me, though, Rupen Doshi, someone who has lost a friend, in fact, right here at the Oberoi. You just saw this huge show of strength by the Mumbai police. Does it reassure you at all?
For sure. You know, one normally associates this kind of firepower and commandos with the armed forces. Okay, and to think that the Bombay police has this kind of stuff really reassures you. We think it will be effective. Okay, they need to put it to use. We hope there's never a situation like this to put it to use. But this kind of ammunition and firepower certainly reassures the citizens.
Right. Do you think this kind of ammunition and firepower would also serve to prevent another attack like 26/11 last year?
Well, it can be a bit of a deterrent. But I'm not very sure whether these terrorists are really impressed by, the police actually, retaliating to them. I think the issue of handling terrorism is much larger. It has to be done at a national level. But at our local level, yes, on the street, but the man on the street is a little bit secure in the fact that the Bombay police has this kind of commandos, especially, more than the machinery, which is just a question of signing checks. I think it's the mindset of the government and the police. And I mean, you've got to give, the poor Bombay police constable his due, the kind of conditions he lives in, the kind of salary he gets. He's actually protecting us. 35,000 cops are protecting 20 million people. I think you've got to give them credit, and this will certainly go a long way in reassuring us, and probably not actually preventing, but some kind of deterrent to the next attack.
Definitely a reassurance for all the people here watching it today. But like you mentioned, Rajdeep, not far from here, Tukaram Ombale laid down his life in the capture of terrorist Ajmal Kasab. His daughter relives that story.
Assistant Sub-Inspector Tukaram Ombale's daughter Vaishali remembers being glued to the news since 9 p.m. on 26 November 2008.
This is a terror attack on the city of Mumbai.
She was updating him every 10 minutes.
मैंने लास्ट टाइम उनको कहा भी था कि आपको हमेशा ही आप ऐसे आगे ही जाते, तो आप मतलब आ जाए तो आप नहीं आगे जाना. तो ऐसे मैंने लास्ट टाइम बात की थी, तो पापा बोलते नहीं कि मुझे आप लोगों का ख्याल है तो मैं नहीं जाऊंगा. लेकिन जो मतलब पापा ने नहीं सुना ऐसा हमारा.
It was Tukaram Ombale who captured the dreaded terrorist Mohammed Amir Ajmal Kasab at his post at Girgaon Chowpatty. He held on to the terrorist despite being shot in the stomach and intestines.
पापा के जो भाई थे वो अंदर आ गए, तो उन्होंने बताया कि पापा को गोलियां लगी है, पापा सीरियस है. और थोड़ी देर के बाद पता चला कि पापा नहीं रहे. पापा का जो टाइम होता है काम से आने का, तो मम्मी अभी भी विंडो पे जाकर देखती है कि पापा आ रहे होंगे.
Vaishali now teaches Marathi and English medium students of class 7 to class 10 in her house, trying to follow in her father's footsteps, serving society in her own way. But
जो चीज़ हमको चाहिए थी वो ही नहीं रही हमारे पास, जिसे हम ज़्यादा चाहते थे.
The memory still lives on gone for the Ombale family. But let me just ask you again, Rupen, here at the Oberoi, we're seeing people, the public coming forward and lighting candles. Do they remember Tukaram Ombale's sacrifice really 1 year later?
I think they really do. It's there in their hearts. It need not be demonstrated physically by, coming and lighting candles or any such physical exercise. I think people do in their own small way remember the sacrifice of this gentleman. But I have a problem with the citizens of Bombay at large. Coming 300,000 people came to the gateway last year and lit candles. They didn't participate in the democratic process of voting. They continue to break the law with impunity in their own small way. They don't pay taxes. They spit on the road. They jump signals. They bribe cops. They do all of that, and then they expect that this will not come back to them. Society will always pay you back what you do. So I think that's the larger issue that all of us, especially my problem with the citizens of Bombay, especially because we have suffered all of this, and one has to do something ourselves. It's I and we. It's not them and us. So though politician bashing is in fashion, I'm not of that opinion at all. I think we have to actually take it upon ourselves and participate more actively in the governance of our affairs.
Right, so the message really coming out here that society is equally responsible and the nation is not somebody else's problem.
Okay, Raksha Shetty, appreciate your joining us. Let's just look at that story of Tukaram Ombale. That's another remarkable story. We talk of Karambir Kang and Tukaram Ombale. The grief of Karambir Kang is matched by the grief of Vaishali Ombale, a constable who caught Ajmal Kasab. Do you really believe that the Mumbai police has done enough to remember Tukaram Ombale's memory? Shouldn't there be a memorial for Tukaram Ombale somewhere?
Well, when one looks at it in the intrinsic manner, obviously what Tukaram Ombale has done, no other person has done, because all others, they had to sacrifice their lives when they were not expecting. They were expecting, but it was not for sure that they would get killed. But Ombale, knowing very well that if he goes towards Kasab, he will get killed, yet that fervor for doing something for the country, and also the fervor which is generally there inherent in the constable's mindset, a fervor for recognition, for being recognized that he has done something for the country. He went ahead and sacrificed his life. I think we have not redeemed his sacrifice to the extent we should have.
Siddharth, I saw an interesting story in the papers today. Vaishali Ombale, the family was offered 3 lakhs by a school, a girls' school, and she said, I don't want the money, give it to the children. This is quite remarkable. Here are constables who will probably live in a one-room tenement. A PIL is in the courts in Mumbai saying that constables are treated worse than animals. Nothing will change for the constable when it comes to his housing conditions, his salary. Tukaram Ombale will just remain another name.
Yeah, I think those two things obviously are not the same, but her sacrifice or her gesture is, I think, in the spirit of what really the finest of India's and Bombay's police is and used to be. I say used to be because we were a very fine police force. The man on the street felt that safe, that the constable on his street knew him, knew who was there, etc. Today, unfortunately, that is not the case. There is a source of alienation, and the constable seems to have disappeared from the public mind, and it is clear from the policymakers' mind. Somewhere he's out there. Police housing has been in a rotten state. The subject has been in the public eye for months, for years.
So the constable is perhaps the most forgotten species in the police force.
Just cannon fodder.
So for all the show of strength that we've seen, ultimately it's the beat constable who...
He is the real face of the Mumbai police. He's the guy who keeps in contact with the public. The officers don't meet the public, the constable does.
Former IPS officer, has the constable been forgotten? I mean, has your police leadership, yourself included, forgotten the beat constable?
I think we have forgotten not the constable, but the work he was supposed to do, because beat constable is the institution where the fundamental intelligence emanates. And something, I think our priorities have gone astray, and that is why this institution has got undermined in a very substantial manner.
Okay, well, let's at least remember the constable. Maybe the Mumbai police doesn't just need a force one. It needs to put some of that money into the constable. That's the best way to remember the memory of that remarkable individual, Tukaram Ombale. Let's take a break. We'll come back with much more on Lest We Forget 2611.
This is the era that has been given to us to be here, which is safer. the biggest worry for the Mumbai police, that are these people, are the perpetrators of this gun battle well prepared?